Hey guys, gonna do a quick little video for you. Got an unboxing today. I did make a pretty big tackle warehouse order, kind of ran out of stuff. Boat's been in the shop for a little while, so I haven't really had much need to replace anything or anything like that. So I finally got it back. Have gone fishing a couple of times since then, and I've run into where I need some tackle now. So I made a pretty big order. Just gonna do a quick unboxing on this one to kind of let you know what I'm doing with everything that I got. Looking to do a giveaway video pretty soon. I'm hoping it's going to be a bigger one, but we'll see anyway. But just keep watching. If you've been watching anyways, just keep watching. Anyways, yeah, we'll go ahead and get into it and see what we got. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get into it here and get all this stuff out of here. I honestly needed to use some of this yesterday. I've been out on Granbury here quite a bit lately. It's been fishing real weird, but not too bad for me for the most part. I've caught a couple of fish. The problem with Lake Granbury down here in Texas is we had a few fish kills for several years, and it really hurt the fish population. So what they did was move the fish limit from 14 inches to 16 inches. Doesn't sound like much, but it's a much bigger deal on this lake to get any keepers now. At 16 inches, you're looking at a good 2.5 pound fish, if not more. So I mean, your bag limits, the size is going to be bigger, but again, it's tough to get them in the boat. So that's why fishing has been tough. But anyways, go ahead and get in here and show you what I got. Right, so first thing, needed to replace some more of these Wacky rigs here. Little Wacky rig hooks, that is. This is the Gamakatsu Finesse series. Does have a weight here on the front. These things work great for me. I'm not a super patient fisherman. I can't just put a hook in there and then wait and let the thing sink. I gotta have a little weight on it. I really think that this kind of helps out the action as well, because as that weight is pulling it down, it does help your Senko flutter on there. Not so much as if you're pulling it up, but it does give it a faster rate of fall. So in that sense, it's kind of hindering you, because most of the time what you're going for with a wacky rig is that slower fall rate on it. But like I said, I haven't had any issues. I've caught plenty of fish on these, so I like them. So I ran out of them and re-upped and got a couple more packages. I actually got two here. One is I think one is, yeah, this is 1/16. I guess they're both 1/16. I thought I got another one, but I guess not. So 2 packages of the 1/16. I really recommend them. I hook up on fish pretty easy. They do have the weed guard. It helps out a little, not a lot. I mean, they are, in the way that they're designed, I believe they're titanium. If you move them and bend them, they're just going to flex right back to where they went. That is the good thing about them. But yeah, anyways, these are the Gamakatsu Finesse Wacky head. So next up, I'll run through these things like candy, the Gamakatsu, just your standard offset hooks. I do get the black ones. Now here's the big difference between these. There are 2 different kinds of these. There are black and then there are silver. If you get the silver, you will bend out hooks. They're weaker than the black ones. Not sure why, but make sure if you order these, if you order them off Tackle Warehouse or wherever, if you're getting them from Walmart, do make sure you get the black ones. These, I just use 4/0, just kind of straight across the board. I do have some 2/0 in my tackle box. That's just in case I need a more finesse approach. A lot of times I'll use those on Carolina rigs when I'm just dragging them. It's just a confidence thing for me. I don't know that it really has any helpfulness to it, but that's just what I do. But anyways, yeah, 25 pack of these. This will get me through a month or so. I tend to break off a lot more than most people. Just Texas rig Senko with these. Sometimes I'll use a weightless Senko, just Texas rig it with these, but without the weight. I'll use that, but yeah, that's what I use those guys for, and I run through them a lot. Keeping with the wacky rigging, been using it quite a bit lately. Like I said, it's been working out for me. The Yum Dinger, the little 4-inch, ones. These have been working pretty well for me. Just that smaller profile obviously gives you a little better chance of hooking up into one. Might not be as big as if you were to throw the 6-inch, but I mean, for me, if I can weed through the smaller ones, I can get to the bigger ones. That's kind of how I'm fishing right now on Granbury. But yeah, this particular color is Black Blue Flake. Working on Granbury Tone, works everywhere. It's pretty much my go-to color. Got 2 packages of those guys here. I run through them pretty quick lately. Also got this is a black and blue laminate 6-inch yum dinger here. Just don't have many black and blue Cinco style baits, so got these. Didn't really want to pay the price for the actual Yamamoto brand, so this is where we're at. I think I ordered these a little big, but that's okay. Super cheap, $3 a package. That's why I get them. Again, black and blue flake on these. Did get some other colors. Here we have, this is the 4-inch Yum Dinger watermelon candy. So that works great too for just your natural presentations. Another watermelon candy. And then your standard green pumpkin color for all other occasions. These I usually dip in JJ's or whatever dye, and I'll do the tails, the tail ends on each side if I'm wacky rigging, or if I'm just Texas rigging, I'll just do the tails on them. They put fish in the boat, I'll tell you that. Next up, actually picked up one of these at Cabela's. I was down in another town doing had meetings all week. I had a Cabela's right down from my hotel, so that kind of worked out cool for me. And I went in there a lot and just kind of looked around and found these guys there. The Picasso, their blade bait. Well, I'm not sure what it's called. Shock blade. This is called their shock blade. Wound up, like I said, getting one, put it out there when it was really windy, water super stained. I really like the action on this. There's not a whole lot of darting or back and forth. I mean, it's just a straight inline reel back, but the blade itself will go back and forth on it and really put off a lot of vibration. And that's what I liked about it. Like the V&M, the V&M, I forgot what theirs are called, but they're bladed bait. Very erratic action, doesn't go in a straight line, which is great, perfect action, but it can be frustrating sometimes when you want, let's say you want to cast in between a real narrow section and you just want to bring it through that cover or whatever. Well, with that thing darting all around, you get hung up quite a bit. With this, I can cast into whatever little part I want to and bring it back through with no problem. This particular color is chartreuse and white, and I will go ahead and open this up and kind of show it to you. Has Aaron Martin's on the package. I didn't know Aaron Martin's was with Picasso. Maybe it was an older thing, but could be wrong. So we'll pull this guy off here. This particular color or particular size is 1/2 ounce. I really like just their own 1/2 ounce. So you can see the head on there. It's a pretty detailed head. I mean, it's nice looking. There's no doubt about that. The blade, and I'll show you here, most of the time the blade is sitting like this, and then you have your hookup right here, and that's what gives it action. With this one, you see your, I know my fat fingers are in the way here, you see your line tie is right here on the front. So this leaves your blade sitting up, and that's what gives it that back and forth action like that. And that blade just really gets going back and forth on it. Like I said, pulls straight in, puts off a lot of vibration on it. It's just a real nice bait. Super sharp hook, real sturdy. I've gotten it hung up on some trees, and I've managed to get it out without pulling the hook out on it. So really nice bait. So might just start throwing these exclusively. Just a matter if I can get my hands on them or not, but we'll see. I did get another one in a bluegill color. Again, 1/2 ounce. I'll show you this guy too. We do have the bluegill spawn going on right now, so I've been throwing a lot of bluegill colors. It's been working out pretty well for me. So again, there's the bluegill colored skirt there. You can see the head. Again, really nice action on these. But again, Picasso shock blade, I believe is what we had. I already threw the cards around. Yeah, Picasso shock blade. Check those guys out. They are a little bit more expensive than most of the other ones, but I mean, I think they're like $7, so nothing horrible. Again, going back to having that Cabela's near my house, I did find I was needing some black sinkers. This is the only tungsten sinkers, and this is the only brand that they had there. It is the Rains split sinker. just used for Texas rig. Picked up a couple. I picked these up and really liked them. Really liked them. Paint stayed on them real well. As far as colors, the big deal was, and generally I don't like throwing these, but these do have the little inserts in them, and I know you probably won't be able to see this, but I'll try and get it on there anyways. See? Not sure if you can make out that insert in there. Yeah, there it is. But they do have the inserts in them, and for me, it helped out a little. I didn't really notice any difference in the sensitivity as far as what I'm coming through or my line. I do throw fluorocarbon on all my Texas rig baits and whatnot, and a lot of people say it brings down your sensitivity, but I didn't notice any difference. Didn't miss any hookups or anything like that. Like I said, these tend to me they tend to look smaller than your other tungsten baits. A lot of tungsten weights will have, let's say, 85% tungsten and then a certain percent nickel. Instead of being just 100% tungsten, which in turn makes it bigger because it's not, the different metals have different densities to them as to how tightly they are, or, how big they are. This, I don't know if it's 100% tungsten. I'm pretty sure it is, but yeah, I really enjoyed them. Don't think I'll buy them exclusively, but I really like them. But again, these are the Rain. Let's see if I can get one without a sticker in front of it. No. Anyways, they're Rains, R-E-I-N. They are a Japanese company, but like I said, you can get them at Cabela's or, in this case, Tackle Warehouse. But yeah, make sure you check those out if you're in the market for the tungsten sinkers with the inserts in them. Next up, another Japanese bait. It's catching a lot of fish on. Lucky Craft. This is just our 2.5 size square bill crankbait. This is a Takahiro Omori series. If you know, I do like the Rick Clunn series that are based off this same color. They are cheaper, they work just as well. My problem is I had bought one of these long ago. It was on sale. Also, Takahiro Omori just won Bassmaster Elite, so I kind of wanted to throw some love his way. But anyways, I just had more confidence in this. I got it out of the tackle box. It was just sitting there. I needed this particular color, and matter of fact, this color here, it's copper perch. It's kind of a chartreuse blackback, but it has a little bit of copper there on the side. But anyways, I had pulled this particular bait out and was throwing it, and I just felt like I was getting more bites on it. Like I know there's no reasoning why. It's just a confidence thing for me. Both of them work exactly the same. The Rick Clunn series is a lot cheaper. These were like $10 or $11, something in that range. But I don't know. It was just a confidence thing. Wound up cracking one of mine. I threw it into the side of a dock and cracked it. So I had to get some more. So I did get 2 more of those guys. Same color, copper perch on both of them. I'll pull it out and show you what it looks like. There we go, copper perch. Again, black on top, chartreuse on the side with a copper coloring here, and then the red dots down the middle. On the bottom, chartreuse, and then your orange on the top. Very detailed, very nice crankbaits, just all in all. Super sharp hooks on them. I mean, it's Lucky Craft, they're made well. But got those 2 guys. And then the last thing we have here is a lipless crankbait. That kind of goes in with why I bought the square bills. The square bills have been running across cover and rocks. Been getting a lot of bites on those. This is for when I want to run it over that same cover and rock, but just run it over. What I'll do with this, I'll run it over the top of the cover and let it stop right above the cover to where it floats down. And then right before it hits it, I'll just take it off again. And that will, if those fish are on that cover, it drives them crazy. They'll come in and get this every time. And it's kind of the same thing as when you, with the square bills that I have, is when you run that square bill down in that cover and you hit it and you let it stop and float up, well, they think it's a disoriented whatever, and they'll come up and attack it. Well, when you stop that right above that cover and it's fluttering, well, again, it's a disoriented or tired fish, and they'll come up and just hammer it. So that's kind of how I'm using those guys right now. But anyways, that's pretty much it. That was tackle warehouse order I made. I was just basically stocking back up on things that I needed. Actually, I'm missing some stuff now that I think about it. I did order some of the new Z-Man chatterbaits, the loose chatterbaits, and they're not in here. That's odd. That's the first time that's ever happened with Tackle Warehouse. But anyways, I'm sure I can get a hold of them and get it all fixed up. But yeah, basically that's what we got. Appreciate you guys watching. Like I said, I'm going to try and do a giveaway here pretty soon. Just keep up with the channel and all that and keep watching. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.